LTU Sports Report is brought to you by the City of Southfield, the center of it all, and Hungry Howie's, famous for flavor.
Hey Blue Devil Nation, welcome to another episode of the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Joshua Eckert, and we have a lot to cover as both basketball teams are back in action. We'll show you highlights from those games, plus we get to find out what exciting things our students, as well as our very own Jason Ross Jr., did over winter break. But first, let's jump into the men's basketball highlights.
The Lawrence Tech men's basketball team looking to win their first game of the new year against the 12-5 Rochester Warriors. LTU hasn't won a conference game since November and is looking to get their record above 500. Can they stop the offense of Rochester? Let's find out. Starting in the first half, the Blue Devils showing nice ball movement, and sophomore Isaiah Cumberland finds Flint native Dwayne Allen in the corner and he drains the three-pointer, bringing the Blue Devils within 4. Later on in the half, here's the leading scorer off the bench, Jordan Henry with the step-back three from way downtown. The score is 40-29 Rochester headed into the break. Third quarter action, the three ball is falling tonight and one of the WAC's leading three-point scorers, Carter France, gets in on the action as he hits one from behind the arc, cutting that Warrior lead to single digits. Moving along in the second half, Henry drives through the lane and dumps the ball to freshman standout Gunnar Gustafson, who hits his defender with a backspin and gets the 2 points to drop. However, that would not be enough as the Blue Devils would drop this one 78-64. That drops the Blue Devils to 7-8 on the season and 2-6 in WAC conference play.
I think we just got to keep working as a team and everything, just keep on getting better every single day.
You just got to take the pain and the hurt to practice. You got to go at it harder and attack the day tomorrow. We don't got time to hang our heads. We just got to get back at it tomorrow and practice and go hard.
I think this could be a special group, especially in the years to come. But we just got to continue to get better. And like we said last week, experience is the best teacher. And we're playing veteran teams and teams who know how to win and know how to finish games off. So we just need to continue to get better. Like our old saying, continue to pound the pavement and just get to work.
The boys in blue will hit the road for a 3 p.m. Saturday matchup against Siena Heights. Let's see what fun things the Blue Devils did over winter break.
Hey everyone, I'm Jason Ross Jr. back on campus here at Lawrence Tech University. Hope you all had a wonderful holiday break and Christmas vacation. Just a few days left on the break. I had the pleasure of traveling out to Boston to interview Willie O'Ree, Hockey Hall of Famer, broke the color barrier back in 1958. That was an absolute pleasure, my first time in Boston. But enough about me. Let's see what all of our fellow students did as they returned back to the fieldhouse.
Over break this year, I spent a lot of time with family, and I did 2 large puzzles with my mom.
Nothing.
Lacrosse and workout, that's it. And work here.
Anything with the family during the holidays?
Nah, I mean, we got together for Christmas, but that's about it.
Nice. I read a couple books.
Nice. Which books?
Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. It's about a Marine, or he's been in every branch of the military, but he like a triathlon runner, very accomplished person.
Well, once again, hope you guys had a wonderful holiday break and Christmas vacation. Let's keep this positive energy and momentum moving into the next semester.
It's time for a quick break, but when we get back, we'll show you highlights from the women's basketball game against Rochester that went literally down to the wire. Don't go anywhere. The LTU Sports Report will be right back.
We're getting reports that you have over 40,000 flavor combinations.
That's right.
May I examine one, ma'am? Is this real cheese?
100% real mozzarella, officer.
Explain this dough.
Made fresh daily.
I'm gonna have to confiscate this as evidence.
Aren't you a mall cop?
All units, someone's in the fountain.
10-4. Tiger on the prowl.
Treat yourself to the world's first stuffed flavored crust pizza. And now, for just $6.99, try our new stuffed Howie bread.
Hungry? Howie!
Southfield truly is the ideal place to live, work, and play.
Well, it's a very exciting time in the city of Southfield. Great neighborhoods, great city services, and Fortune 500 companies. Southfield has something for everyone.
Recognized as Michigan's premier business address, home to world-class educational institutions, voted one of the nation's most livable metro area suburbs.
Southfield is the center of it all.
Welcome back to the LTU Sports Report. I'm your host, Joshua Eckert. After a tough loss against Madonna, the women's basketball team sprung back into action with a career night from one player who led the way. Let's check out the highlights.
We're here at Don Redler Fieldhouse where the Lawrence Tech women's basketball team looks to bounce back from a tough loss last week against a struggling Madonna team. After a couple of good practices, can the Blue Devils get back on track against the Warriors of Rochester, who has won back-to-back games for the first time this season? Let's find out. Starting in the first quarter, the Warriors strike first, but senior Caitlin Smith hits sophomore Kendall Fisher in stride as she splashes a three to put the Blue Devils on the board. At the end of the first quarter, the score is 18-16 in favor of the Warriors. On to the second quarter where LTU has a 1-point lead, and here is Fisher who threads the needle to the door Michigan native Hope Dollarhide for 2 points, putting LTU up 3 points. The Blue Devils take a 1-point lead into halftime with a score of 34-33. Jumping midway through the third quarter, LTU down by 2, but a nice pass to the post by 6'1" Rachel Price to the East Lansing native Danielle Hansen ties this game up at 38 apiece. Heading to the fourth, the Warriors have a 49-48 lead. The back and forth battle would continue in the fourth, and the game comes down to this play. Fisher runs to the ball, rejects the screen, and lays the ball in with 0.5 seconds left for the game winner, capping off a career night with 34 points. Lawrence Tech would win this one 66-64, improving their record to 12-6 on the season and 6-2 in conference play.
I mean, it was all based on my team's effort, that got me the ball when I needed it, and we set each other up for success, and it makes a huge difference. Today we played team ball, and it really showed.
Yesterday I was in the gym working with Coach Jim, just working on perfecting my shot. They obviously want me to shoot more because I'd be wide open. So just believing in her and believing in that they want me to shoot more and just believing in confidence in the shot.
The women's basketball team travels to Siena Heights on Saturday. Tip-off is set for 5 p.m. Our men's ice hockey teams also compete this weekend at Clark Park for the 10th annual Blue Devils Outdoor Classic. There are tournament games Friday and Saturday and finals on Sunday. We'll have game highlights and event coverage on our next episode, so make sure to tune in next Tuesday to check it out. That's all we have for you this week. Hope you enjoyed our new digital edition of the LTU Sports Report. Be sure to tune in next Tuesday at 4:30 for our next episode. And don't forget to like, comment, and share on all our social media platforms to let us know what you think of the show. Have a great weekend, everybody.